Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and today is number 3 of our personalized video tutorials, or as some people are calling it, our quarantine series. So today we're making a Dutch fold point card. And I don't know, I've never made one of these before. Don't know if anybody else has or not, but that's what we're going to make today. So it just has the little point here, and then it has a layer on the top, and then here's your Dutch fold over here. So that's what we're going to make today. Now today's is going to be named Alycia. I think that's how she pronounces her name, A-L-Y-C-I-A. If it's not, let me know in the comments below, Alycia. I have a friend that her name is spelled like this, and that's how she pronounces hers. But if I'm wrong, let me know. She says, "Hi Edith, I guess we're all in need of projects while we are shut in, and I appreciate you taking the time to give us a video more than usual. I'm praying for everyone that we will all get through this epidemic and help each other. Thank you." All right, Alycia, I pray for everybody too. I hope everybody stays well. Stay inside, stay away from everybody else, and hopefully we will weather this storm. And we're also going to be using one of the new paper collections from Prima. It's called Capri by Frank Garcia. We're going to be using some papers out of that. All right, all the links will be below for the blog post for this. Any products that we use that we can find, we will link all of that below too. Let's get into the project. The first thing that you're going to need is a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 11. Now, if you have a lot of 8.5 by 11 cardstock like I do, this is going to be a perfect project to use up some of those extra pages. So you're going to put it in on the 11-inch side, and you're going to score at 4. Okay? Then you're going to turn it, and you're going to score at 2 1/8. And then I like to just flip it all the way around and score it 2 1/8 again. That way I don't have to try to figure out where my 2 1/8 inch mark is down here. So that is 4 inches on the 11-inch side. Turn it once, score it 2 1/8, and then turn it all the way around and score it 2 1/8 on that side. So you have two 2 1/8 score lines on each side, and then the 4-inch one right there. Now at your 8-inch mark, this is on the 11-inch side. At your 8-inch mark, you're just going to score down to that score line that goes across this way. And then I just flip it over, and on the 8-inch, score down to that one again. So let's see if you can see that. There we go. Got one here and one here that's just down to that score line that's in the center there. And there's our 4-inch score line right there. Now I will put all of these measurements, and I'll try to draw this out and take a photo of it with the score lines on there and put it over on my blog. That link will be directly below. All right, I think that is our scoring for right now, so let's go ahead and fold and burnish. Now on these that are partial score lines, don't burnish those. Just leave them like they are. Now what you're going to do is you're going to cut away from this little partial score line all the way down on each side. You're going to cut this away. So these two rectangles you're going to cut away. And you're going to need to cut it right up to that score line and cut it as straight as you can. If you want to put it back in your trimmer and do that, you can do that if you want to. That will make it probably a little bit easier. Okay, so there's that side. And I save these, I can use them for punch out pieces. So I don't waste any of that. So that is what you have right now. Looks just like a big old T, doesn't it? Okay, this is going to be your flap that folds this way, that folds in. And then this is going to be your two little flaps that fold like that to make that Dutch fold. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go right here to the center of this piece and make our point. And that should be right there. So it's 2 1/8 on each side. I'm just going to mark that with a little pencil mark. And then I'm going to go up on this side 2 inches. So from the end of this up, I'm going up 2 inches. I'm going to do the same over here. Now what we're going to do is lay our ruler down here. Lay your ruler at your little points, and don't lay it over your points. If you'll just lay it right up to the points where you can still see them, then it should fold up just right. And then I'm just going to fold that up and give it a little bit of a crease. I'm not going to crease it really, really well yet until I get this one done. I just want to make sure that I got them as straight as possible. So we're going to go ahead and do this side. Okay. And now what I do is I just take them and I kind of look at them and see I've got a little bit more on this one than I do this one, so I know I didn't bring it quite all the way to the center. So I'm just going to go back and I'm going to fold it up a little bit more. Whoops. This is not that vital to get this exactly perfect because a lot of it's going to be covered up, but it's just me. I have this OCD problem that things have to match up for me. Okay, so that's what we have right there. There's our point. There's our Dutch fold. Now your piece for the inside here for your sentiment is 6 3/4 by 4. So that's going to fit right in there for all of your sentiment to go on. And I'm just going to use a tape runner real quick to put these down with. There we go. You've got your inside piece there. And now we're going to cut some pieces for this, for these two outsides, and then a piece for here. So we have these pieces cut for here and then on the outside. And these are cut, the bottom pieces are cut at 2 3/4 by 2. And then the top layer is cut at 1 3/4 by 2.5. Now on screen, this paper looks completely a different color than it actually is. It's actually about the color of that center of that butterfly right there. That's why I chose this. But on screen it looks a little bit different. So if it looks like that I'm not matching things up, I apologize, but it does match, believe me, in person. I don't know why it's coming out so different on screen today. And this paper, I'll show you in a moment. This paper is from the brand new Prima collection, Capri. And we have a few of those in stock, I do believe. I will have to look. And then this was just a scrap piece that I had, this background. Just a scrap piece that I had, and I thought it matched real well. So there is the inside covered, and now we'll cover the outside. Okay, there is that. And now these pieces I only cut just large enough to go up to that point, not the point itself. You can go ahead and cut that off if you want. I just wanted a little bit right here. So I cut these at 1 7/8 by 4. And I've got one for the front and one for the inside. A lot of this on the outside is going to be covered up, but I did want to put a little bit of something right here. Okay, now we have a mat that's going to go just like this right here. I'm going to leave just a little bit of that point showing there, so you can still see that it's a point card. So there's my little bit of the point. And then I'm just going to even it up from here to here. And that's going to be my mat that I'm going to put down here. But only put your tape back here. Don't put your tape up at the front. Unless you're just going to run it right in the center down through there. But before I do that, I'm going to glue these down. That's just going to help everything stick well. And lay down. Okay, so bring it back. I'm going to hold it up so I can see if it looks about straight. Okay, there is that one. And then we have this that's going to go on top of it, just like that. There we go. And then this was a sentiment out of another paper collection, but I loved what it said, and I liked that brown, which pulled the brown out of here. And then I just die cut that, and then I die cut another little oval out of the same size, and I'm just going to offset them just a little bit like that. But I'm going to put this up on foam tape. Now, this is our Alycia foam tape. I will leave a link for it below. I have a 10% off coupon if you want to try it. This is as good, if not better, than the Scotch brand, believe me. I've used Scotch for years and years, but when I used this the first time, I realized it is just as good, if not a little bit better, and it's half the price. And I'm just folding it over on itself so that it'll make it a little bit higher, a little bit thicker. Okay, we're going to do the other one just like that, to make it look like that we have two different sizes of our cutout there, when actually they're the same size, but it just looks like they're a little different. Okay, let me look at that. Now over on this side right here, I'm just going to put a couple pieces of bling, maybe 3. Let's see if I have another one that looks similar. 3 little pieces of bling right there. And then we'll hold it up and let you see that. Let's see, that one needs to be, when I look in the camera I can tell if they're straight or not. And I want to put some little tiny pieces on here somewhere. I have these little tiny pieces of brown that I think will go cute on here. Just going to put those on either end. Okay, then I've just tied a bow with a little piece of hemp. This is just a little piece of hemp that I've had in my stash. So I am going to put that on there. If I can find a glue dot. There we go. Now with the glue dots you can just roll them up and put them on the back of your little ribbon or whatever you have. And then just press them down and they're there. Okay guys, that is our Alycia, and I hope I'm saying your name right, card. And this is the paper collection that we use, Capri, and it's a new one by Frank Garcia for Prima. It's beautiful papers. I'll just flip through really, really quick and let you get a look at those. I think we do have a few of these left. So if you want to grab one, you can. And that is it. We will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And join us tomorrow for a new video. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.